Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers in the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host their annual author fair, now in its third year. We're hosting 20 authors in person in the downtown library in Rochester, Saturday, November 27th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet all 20 authors. And right now we're chatting with Holly Michelle. Hey, Holly, how are you?
Hi, Michael. I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you could be part of the author fair this year. We're limited with just 20 authors, but we're going to have a great day with attendees coming in and meeting the authors, and you're going to be signing books, and it'll be a fun day. So this is your first book.
It is. It is my first book, and it's a children's book of tales. So within the one big, beautiful, colorful book, there are 7 stories within it.
And it's called the Tales of Its Land. And so that's a made up place.
Yes, Its Land is its own little made up world that started within my head and heart, and now it's here in an actual book.
So I know that a little pre-reading you cover the 7 sins and there's 7 stories. So one sin per story.
Yep, there's one sin per story, and I like to say it's a modern spin on the 7 sins. So the characters that I have named the It's, they go through their own little challenges within the stories and learn lessons and grow stronger. And so the stories are really fun, little parables about the 7 sins that our young readers can relate to with stuff they go through within their own lives.
So hopefully these young readers will relate to them and choose not to have that sin as part of their life.
Yes. Learn a little bit about the sin and then learn what it can teach you and why you may want to choose a better path.
Now, how long have you been dreaming up this world of Its Land?
So I actually started writing the stories almost 13 years ago. So I had started the first story as actually a high school assignment for my poetry class that I was in my senior year of high school. And then I just was inspired by that story, and the first story I wrote was the theme of greed. And I decided as a writer, hey, why not explore this world a little bit more? And it kind of took on its own life. And then actually through the COVID pandemic, my mom was cleaning out our house, organizing like everybody else was, pitching a bunch of junk, just doing what she could to fill the time. And she actually found my old notebook that was filled with all of the tales. And so it kind of all aligned. In the past, I had tried to get it illustrated, and for certain reasons, things didn't work out, and I would try again and it wouldn't work out. So it was a dream that I just kept shelving over the years. And I thought, you know what, maybe let's take a stab at it again. My mom shared the notebook with me, and at that, it just perfectly aligned. I had 2 extra hours in my day where I wasn't commuting to my day job anymore. And I used those 2 hours to really refine the book, go through tons of drafts and edits. And I found our illustrator, who she's actually originally from Michigan. So that aligned perfectly, and it all came together. And I published the book this past spring of 2021.
Well, congratulations. And your website's beautiful. It's got testimonials and pictures of parents reading to kids and kids looking at the book. It's colorful. You've got a map of Its Land, so that I'm sure that's in the book too. Kids can relate and try to picture themselves there.
Yes, the kids love the map, especially the little ones. So the book is written for independent reading, grades 3 through 5. However, we have young readers ages 3 to 4 to 5 who are reading it with their parents. It's great for pre-literacy development. Two of my best friends are elementary school teachers. My other best friend is a speech pathologist. So I worked with them to really build a dynamic book that helps with development as well as just telling really beautiful stories that connect with the heart. And it's been a really great experience so far.
It sounds like it. And so out of those seven deadly sins and those characters that have names, right, that relate them to the sin, is there one that's most like you, maybe? Do you struggle with a particular sin?
That's a good question. Out of all the questions I've got for like about my book, I haven't gotten that question yet. That's a good question. I would say, well, I guess connecting on that level, the character that I really connect with the most, it's so hard to pick a favorite, but I really connect with ZB, who is actually the very first story, and her sin is envy. So I think I may have some self-reflection to do there and figure out how envy is a little reoccurring theme and lesson in my own life.
Well, I would suggest rereading that part of the book and maybe it will help you.
Absolutely. That's what it's there for.
Well, great. It was so nice chatting with you. We look forward to seeing you at the author fair in person so kids and parents can come and meet you at the author table with all the other authors on November 27th. That's a Saturday. We'll see you there.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be included, and I can't wait to meet all of the readers and all of the families. I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you, Michael.